Welcome back to the KR Daily Transmission. My name is Kaia, and I'm here to share all things Sophia Code, as well as the ways that you can journey through the Sophia Code with our incredible certified Sophia Circle leaders. This week, we're discussing all things Sophia Circle leadership and what an impact these sovereign spiritual leaders are making worldwide, doing their part to help activate the sovereign divinity of humanity. I am really, really looking forward to this conversation that I'm about to have with this beautiful woman, Sabine Kalt, who's joining us live right now from Switzerland. And I have to say, I've had the great fortune of getting to meet Sabine in Hawaii several years ago at the very beginning of her journey with the Sophia Code. I'm looking forward to asking her questions about that moment and the extraordinary journey she has gone on since our first meeting to now become this extraordinary certified Sophia Circle leader that's already led 3 Sophia Circle journeys. I believe you're in the middle of your 3rd journey.
Yes, exactly. I am.
So please join me with a warm welcome, welcoming Sabine Kalt to today's KR Daily Transmission. I am just so thrilled to be here. Welcome, Sabine.
Thank you so much, Kaia. Thank you, everyone. I'm so honored to be on this daily transmission today, and it's such a great joy to facilitate Sophia Circles for Europe and Switzerland especially. I really love that.
Your love for the Sophia Code touches my heart so deeply. And I would just love to learn more about how did you find the Sophia Code? How did you end up in Hawaii with us in that healing immersive that we did in Hawaii several years ago? Please share more with us.
Well, it started actually earlier on in 2017. Early 2017, I heard an interview with you.
Yes.
And it was, a lightning within my being. I just knew exactly from that beginning, I had to read the Sophia Code. And I couldn't wait until the Sophia Code was arriving. It took me too long, so I ordered it an ebook so that I could start reading right away. Yes. But I wasn't happy with the ebook. I immediately ordered the other copy as well. And I started reading. And at the beginning, when I was reading, I really didn't understand a lot. Sometimes I passed out, as many others did as well. But I just knew I had to read and just go on. And, miracles unfolded. Like I was reading Mary Magdalene's chapter, actually on her Remembrance Day that we celebrate in Europe, and I had no idea that it was Mary Magdalene's chapter at Remembrance Day, and it happens that I just got to read her chapter then, and signs kept on coming. So this was natural for me to go on with your offerings, like it's called Stargate 1, and I right away jumped in also with Stargate 2. So I did these 2 curriculums together.
Yes.
And after that first year, when I did both together, I thought, so now I need time to integrate. Mm. And then the Sophia Circle leadership training came up. And I didn't have time to integrate. So I jumped up right away. And through that program, I got to know that you are coming to Hawaii. And I just heard the calling. Mother Mary was calling me so deeply to come to that immersing. And I just followed her voice. And then there I was, shaking in my boots.
Yes. I'll never forget. You were like physically shaking.
Yes.
Yeah.
I could hardly stand on my feet. My whole being was shaking. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because there was so much resistance of being seen. Mm-hmm. There was so much fear, shame.
Yeah.
But I did it anyway.
God, you sure did. I mean, I'll never forget that moment when we did that one-on-one in front of the group together with the community supporting you to step into your embodiment and in your feelings in a way that I don't know if you've ever expressed it that way. And it was like, there was Sabine before that moment, and then there was the rebirth of Sabine, and we all got to see your rebirth.
Yeah. Everything changed since then. Really, everything within me changed. It didn't happen in one night. It happened in that moment, but the integration took me a long, long time. But
Yes.
step by step, it changed. I had to heal from so much codependency. I was, sometimes I'm joke about that. I miss codependency. I used to be, but through the Sophia Circle leadership training, I could let go of so much of codependency. And also leading the Sophia Circles, it changed my life so much. And it changed, first and foremost, it changes my relationship to myself.
Yes.
My higher self, my divinity within me. It's just natural for me to be that now.
Oh, God, I mean, I can see it. Total transformation, to see you speaking with such like grace and confidence in your body, you are owning your sovereignty. I mean, it is an honor to witness you. Thank you so much for being this willing to show us, like, this is what true spiritual awakening looks like. It happens, it can happen like a lightning bolt, but then it's going to take showing up every day, step by step, to the practice of staying awake.
Absolutely. Absolutely. There were so many times I wanted to give up.
Yeah.
But strength and faith was always stronger within me. So it just kept me going. And I had this deep, deep trust in the Sophia Code teachings and also in you. And I saw the team angel and the other Sophia Circle leaders. And I was so inspired to just show up anyway, with all my fears, with all my hard feelings. But there was just no way other than to show up.
That is awesome. That is so awesome. Just celebrating you. I'm so happy you're doing this. Can you believe this? Like, you're on YouTube right now.
No.
Like, you went from that woman in Hawaii, and we're having a conversation on YouTube right now. Come on.
Never, ever.
Flex your muscles. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. You got the ISIS cup on.
Of course.
I love that.
He always reminds me of my power.
I'm wearing the little ISIS cuff, so we're both with the ISIS energy together.
Of course.
I love that. Oh my gosh. And you have ISIS on your altar?
Yes, of course.
So let's talk about your relationship with ISIS. Did your mentor relationship with ISIS get initiated while you were in the certification program, or when you started to lead professionally the Sophia Circle Journeys?
It was right at the edge, from the end of my leadership training to the start of the beginning, when ISIS showed up.
Yep.
And then ISIS came and another level started again. With ISIS on my side, things changed again.
And didn't that come through for you? Didn't we have like a private session together?
Yeah. It was during the pandemic scene when I couldn't journey to Sedona, it was.
Yes.
And then we had this private session again. And then it was during that session when ISIS stepped in.
She stepped in a big way. I don't always remember channeled sessions because I'm channeling.
Of course.
I remember the energy of ISIS coming towards you. It was a big energy. And she was like, you were going to lead so many people through Sophia Circle Journeys. And I remember my experience of you was that it was like happy news, but also it may have felt intimidating as well. And I remember thinking, I don't know how Sabine is going to integrate this. I don't know if she's going to really let this in. And you clearly have let this in. It
took me some time, and it took me to go through my resistance and feel all my feelings about it. I didn't feel worthy about the teachings of Isis at the beginning. That's just how it was. But, you know, there was no way for me to not let her in. And, you know, the Isis winged, the Isis winged calf really helped me so much to get in contact with her. Wow. It helped me so much, you know. Since I have that calf, it was just a couple of days later, it arrived like on express. It arrived so suddenly. Took only, I think, due this whole pandemic time, the Isis winged calf arrived within 4 or 5 days in Europe.
That doesn't even make sense. That's extraordinary.
No, not at all.
No.
Not at all. It came in, and since then, I'm wearing it every day because it's my armor of God, my reminder of my personal strengths. It's my reminder of my wings. It's really my reminder of just show up. And it helped me so much during all of this.
Oh my God, Sabine, you was like blasting the doors of my heart open. Like, thank you so much for sharing about how, you know, the spiritual technology of this jewelry, it was designed for our leaders. It was designed for our community to truly, deeply anchor their mentor relationship with each of these ascended master key codes if they wanted to tap into the power of that. If they wanted that, you know, it's like not everybody's going to get that. And to hear your testimonial and your direct experience of that, thank you for sharing that. It's very
welcome. It's just the honest truth. I was so grateful for this technology. Really
good.
Helped me so much. Yeah.
This is so amazing to have this conversation with you. So I'm so curious. What do you feel was, when you were walking through the certification journey, who was your mentor that helped you with those modules? Because that's a very rigorous leadership training in the certification program.
Yeah. Well, the one mentor that always worked with me was Mother Mary.
Yes.
Mother Mary was there. She was really the mother. When I had my hard feelings, she was there for me. She was gentle and firm with me and really helped me to walk through all the steps. And of course, as we go through all the models and with all the ascended masters, it helped me to really build relationship with the ascended masters. You know, I needed Mother Mary to come closer to Hathor. I couldn't, first I couldn't receive Hathor. And for me, it was Mother Mary that guided me to Hathor and the Hathor teachings. And it really, and then I could deepen all the mental relationships. You know, with Mary Magdalene, it was a homecoming really to feel her again. And, you know, I had such big feelings of relief when I walked through her chapter, because it was finally the truth about her.
Thank you for sharing that.
And I could feel that with every word when I first read Mary Magdalene's chapter, with every word, I thought, finally the truth. That's who she is. That's who she was. That. Yeah, really.
Yeah. I'll never forget channeling that chapter.
Yeah.
I loved what you're speaking to, which if you spend enough time with the Sophia Code teachings, you start to identify that, you know, the way to melt your resistances to certain key code ascended masters that are essential. They're all there for a reason. They're all there for a reason. And so if you can't find your way directly to Hathor, because many people can't, Mother Mary was an initiate of Hathor. So it was like the most perfect place for you to start with Mother Mary, who's transmitting those Hathor teachings to you. And over time, and some people, they don't want to connect with Mother Mary. They start with Isis and they mentor with Isis, and then they're guided to Hathor after they've integrated Isis's teachings long enough. Same with Green Tara. Some people are wildly intimidated by Green Tara, but Kuan Yin is able to walk them to Green Tara's teachings eventually.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's really special to listen to your embodied wisdom with these teachings. So I'd love to hear about what was it like for you to lead your very first Sophia Circle journey. Were you nervous? What happened? Tell me everything.
Oh my God. How much time do we have? Oh, well, of course, I was very nervous at the beginning, but I had an impersonal journey. Excuse
Oh,
me, I had
did
a
you say you
personal,
had it in person?
no, in person, yeah, actually in the room. We
Wow.
were all together in this room, actually, where I'm sitting now.
Wow.
We could meet in person. And so the people were showing up, and I was leading through my first Sophia Circle, and I was really, of course, I was nervous, I was shaking, but I started reading, and it felt so natural, walking through this, because I knew I was held, I could feel that, and at the end of the Sophia Circle, everybody couldn't believe that it was my first time, because it felt so natural for all of them, and it was really incredible for me. And already the second Sophia Circle, I had like a really tragic situation with friends of mine. That a friend of mine really died just the day before, and I had to show up, and I had no idea how to show up. But of course, I did show up, as I always do. And the Ascended Masters were working through me in connection with my higher self's presence, and also that went well, so soft and smoothly. Nobody had any idea of all of that. It just went so smoothly, and I had so many experiences like that. But the most important experience for me was I had a participant, and because we were all naturally German speaking, so I did the application process in our mother tongue. It just felt natural to do that in our mother tongue. So one of the participants, she told me, I don't speak that well English. And I thought, oh, well, that's not a problem, as long as you can read some parts and things. She said, yeah, it should be well. And then she turned up for our first Sophia Circle, and I found out that she could hardly understand a word.
Oh, wow.
And I was shocked. I thought, oh my God, how would this go? How would this be possible to follow through a Sophia Circle journey with that little English? I mean, I knew she was very aware of so many things, and she was quite, she was not a spiritual beginner really within her. So what else could I do? The only thing I could do was trust in my intuition, trust the higher self, trust in my masters. And I was checking in through that first circle all the time. Is it really okay? And they assured me all the time, it's okay, just relax. And what I found out, she really got through the whole journey, and she got all the integrations, all the activations, all the time, and she made the whole progress. Nothing was missed within there, and that was so beautiful for me to witness, that it was even possible for her to go on a Sophia Circle journey with that little English, and she really catched everything.
That's extraordinary. Do you feel as though it was
really
the transmission that was helping her to receive?
It was the transmission. Yeah, it was the transmission, and I could always feel Mother Mary with her, and yes. I always could also see the Sophia dragons surrounding her all the time, every circle. No matter through which chapter we were going, they were always there, present and helping her. And she got all the messages, and of course I did some translation for her with the questions. Yes. So it was possible for her to really participate and really go deep with the questions. But it was so beautiful for me to witness.
That must have been so surprising for you.
It really was. It really was. And it was actually such a big teaching for all of us in the circle. Mm-hmm. We were all like jaws dropped, and it was a teaching itself to witness that the Sophia Code works in that way as well. So it's incredible.
So interesting when you share that story. I was watching it like a movie as you were sharing. And it's almost as though the transmission is helping with the translation on some etheric, metaphysical dynamic. Wow. Thank you for sharing that. My God, it's so helpful and fascinating.
I would really,
go ahead.
Excuse me, just really one side. I really would encourage people that don't speak very well English to just have faith and trust the transmission of the Sophia Code and just give it a try.
Well, and especially in a Sophia Circle journey, then they're supported.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. And we've definitely are opening the doors now, especially this year, because we have so many French speaking initiates now, that if you are bilingual, we are welcoming you into the certification program so that you can be a part of the Sophia Code, reaching people in your country and in your language, even if English is obviously not your first language for your country. So thank you for really leading the way with that, Sabine, in such a beautiful way. Wow, my God. So here you are now leading your third Sophia Circle journey. And is this one in person as well, or is it virtual?
It's virtual now.
Okay, so what is it like for you to lead virtually?
Well, through this whole COVID thing, I had to change from also the in-person circle just for it. I think it was only like for 3 times I had to go online as well, virtual. Yes. And the first time again, I was shaking. Just the couple of hours before the first time, I was shaking. I was crying. I had so much fear to be on camera. Yes. I had so much fear around that. But of course, I showed up and nobody realized anything at all when I was in front of it. And since then, it's okay to be on camera. Since then, I just do it because it's not about me. It's about the Sophia Code. It's about the living transmission. It's about Sophia. It's not about me.
Yeah, it's about our shared sovereignty. And I'm glad you're on camera because everyone watching is being blessed by your presence right now. My goodness, what a gift you've given us in your leadership. It reminds me of Isis's Key Code 1 initiation, where she tells us it is safe to be seen. It is safe to lead. And thank you so much for embodying that with such courage and strength. So I'm so looking forward to seeing you live in Paris on June 15th. I heard you're bringing a whole crew with you.
Yes, me too. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, we're all coming to Paris, of course.
Oh my God. I'm so excited to see you again in person in Paris. The circumstances of the past few years have been so oppressive, and to be able to finally celebrate the Sophia Code as a bestseller, both in English and in French now, and to celebrate this together in Europe, it means the world to me because, again, like as I was sharing with, talking with Chelsea in my last interview, it's like the Sophia Code is a global movement. It's an international phenomenon. And when I was able to start traveling the world and sharing about the Sophia Code before the pandemic, it was like I really got to see how much we are truly a global community of lightworkers, and to not be able to be in person with our leaders in Australia, our community in Australia, our community in Europe over the past several years has been very painful for me. So I'm so looking forward to celebrating with you in France and celebrating with your Sophia Circle Journey community. And I hear that you're about to lead another journey. Is this in person or online? How can people go on an incredible journey through the Sophia Code with you, Sabine?
Thank you. They can come on a journey online, virtual journey again. Yeah, I'm actually enjoying leading them now because
isn't it fun to connect with people around the world?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. That's what I love. Yeah. I always love to be in connection with people all over the world, and that's why I'm celebrating these virtual opportunities now. It changed so much for me.
So exciting. It's like your angel wings can go further and further and further.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love that. And so when is your next virtual journey begin?
Well, it will start at the end of August, the 21st of August. It will be Wednesdays always. Wednesday
Wonderful.
evenings. Yeah.
Wednesday evenings you'll be meeting. It starts August 24th, you said?
4th. Yeah.
August 24th. And I just want to thank you, Sabine, for this opportunity to have such a beautiful conversation with you. I just adore your heart, and I'm so grateful for your devotion to the Ascended Masters, to the ascension of this planet. Thank you for what a prolific journey you have gone on to embody your higher self. It's an honor to be a part of your journey. Thank you for saying yes to the Sophia Code movement. Thank you so much. I love co-leading this movement with you. And there, just as a side note, when I would think about our beloved community members in Europe going through what they've been going through, and when I would think about, in Australia, I would think to specific Sophia Circle leaders that I knew were pillars for our community, even though I couldn't be there. And you were one of those individuals that I would sleep better at night knowing you were leading in Europe, Sabine. So thanks for showing up, shaking in your boots, and lifting your wings up and deciding, you were going to be your most empowered, sovereign self in this lifetime.
Oh, thank you so much, Kaia. It's such an honor for me to lead side by side, wing to wing. And well, it's so beautiful to see our community growing in such a big way. And I'm so happy for that. And I'm happy to be a pillar of light here, and to connect with all the other pillars of light all over this globe. That's so wonderful. It gives me so much hope, strength, faith.
Same.
We're going to do this. Yeah, it really is. And I'm so happy for all the opportunities. I'm also so happy for the virtual opportunities. They're so helpful as well. I mean, Austin was just blowing us all away, wasn't it?
So if you are ready to go on an amazing Sophia Circle journey, if you're in Europe, it doesn't matter where you are in the world, please check out Sabine Kalt's profile on our official certified Sophia Circle leaders directory on my website at kaira.com, and introduce yourself to this wonderful woman, and consider going on a journey through the Sophia Code with her and her beautiful community. All my love to you, Sabine. It's been so great to connect with you today.
Thank you so much. All my love to you.